Hi guys, welcome to my channel Jim's Fun and Knowledge. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe it and press bell icon to watch my all upcoming videos first. So without wasting too much time, let's begin.
Hi guys, this video lecture is going to be very knowledgeable for you guys because here we'll discuss now two important categories of strain, longitudinal strain and lateral strain, as well as we'll discuss the difference between both the strains. Also in same video we'll discuss a term Poisson ratio of material which is completely depends on both the strains. Clear guys? So to understand and get that knowledge, kindly watch this video till end. So to understand this complete concept, first of all, you should know about strain, which is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension of the body or the member. A complete concept of the strain I already discussed in previous video with some practical examples. If you are keen to get that knowledge related to strain, kindly go to the link that I provided in description box related to strain. In that video you can get a complete knowledge related to strain with all the practical examples and all the types of it. Here in this video I am trying to explain you both the strains, longitudinal and lateral strains, with the help of one practical example. So let's begin. First of all, for better understanding, we should know about deformation, that I'll explain with the help of one practical example. There is one piece of balloon in my hands, and with the help of this piece I'll try to explain you the meaning of deformation and the types of deformations. Clear guys? So there is a piece of balloon and I am going to apply one tensile load. Tensile load means pull from both side or pull from single side. So this is piece of balloon. Now it is under tensile load. See what type of deformations are coming in this body. So this is the actual dimension of the body when it will be under load. See, length of the body going to be changed, and secondly thickness of the body is also going to be changed. So there are two changes majorly which are coming. First one, length is increasing, and secondly a deformation coming perpendicular to the action of load, means the thickness also going to be reduced. It means under any type of load, majorly two deformations will be there in any body. First one, a deformation parallel to the line of action of force, and secondly deformation perpendicular to the or at right angle to the line of action of force. Clear guys? We'll trying to explain you with one more example. This is the example of a rod which is fixed from one end under the tensile load, also pull from one side. So this body is under tensile load. So what will be the reaction, or what will be the result of or effect of tensile load on this body? Majorly two strains will be there. First one parallel to the load, and secondly perpendicular to the load. See, effect of the load will be the length of the body going to be changed, and side by side thickness of the body going to be changed. So this will be the new length of the body, new dimensions of the body after applying load. Clear guys? So now these are the new length of the body, or you can say this is the strain parallel to or deformation parallel to the load, line of action of force. And this deformation where thickness of the body going to be decreased, that deformation is at right angle to the line of action of force. This one is line of action of force. This deformation is at the same direction or parallel to the line of action of force, and this deformation is perpendicular to the line of action of force. So can say majorly two deformations are coming with the load on the body. Clear guys? Now suppose actual length of the body will be L. So now new length will be, suppose L plus delta L. L plus delta L. So delta L is the deformation parallel to the line of action of force. Similarly, thickness is the actual dimension of the body, and after the effect of load, now this is new thickness of the body. Suppose that is T minus delta T. So thickness minus delta thickness. So reduction of the thickness will be delta thickness. Clear guys? So now here is the important part to understand the concept of longitudinal strain and lateral strain. First of all, the longitudinal strain means a strain, a deformation coming parallel to the line of action of force. Here the deformation parallel to the line of action of force is delta L. This one, a deformation parallel to the line of action of force. So deformation parallel to the line of action of force divided by actual length, actual dimension, that is L. So this is the longitudinal strain of the body. So deformation coming parallel to the line of action of force divided by actual length, that will be longitudinal strain. Clear, guys? And this is very important question for interviews. Longitudinal strain is also known as primary strain and linear strain. Clear, guys? I'm going to repeat again. When a body is subjected to any axial tensile or compressive force, there is an axial deformation in the length of the body. Axial deformation means a deformation coming parallel to the line of action of force, means delta L. So the ratio of the deformation coming parallel to the line of action of force, which is delta L, to the original length of the member or of the body, known as longitudinal strain, which is also known as linear strain, or you can say primary strain. All are same. Clear, guys? So opposite to this linear or longitudinal strain, second one is lateral strain, which is the ratio of deformation coming perpendicular or at the right angle to the line of action of force. This one is line of action of force. So perpendicular to this line of action of force, the deformation is delta T. This one. So delta T is the deformation perpendicular to the line of action of force. So lateral strain is the ratio of the deformation perpendicular to the line of action of force, means delta T, to the original dimension. Here original dimension is T. So delta T by T is the lateral strain, which is also known as transverse strain, or also known as secondary strain. Clear, guys? This is the concept of longitudinal strain and lateral strain. So repeating again, the lateral strain, when a body is subjected to an axial tensile or compressive load, there is an axial deformation in the length, but at the same time there is a change in other dimension. Other dimension is this one, thickness, or you can say breadth. There is a change in other dimension of the body at the right angle to the line of action of applied load or line of action of force. Thus the body is having axial deformation as well as deformation at right angle to the line of action of applied load. So the lateral strain is the deformation coming at the right angle to the line of action of force to the actual dimension, which is T, known as lateral strain, transverse strain, or also known as secondary strain, which is delta T divided by small t. Clear, guys? This is the complete concept of longitudinal strain and lateral strain. It means, in short, you can say longitudinal strain will always be there at the parallel to the line of action of force, and the lateral strain will always be there at right angle to the line of action of force. Clear, guys? So from this complete concept we can conclude a statement, that is, if longitudinal strain will be positive, means if longitudinal strain will be in increase in length, then automatically lateral strain will be decrease. Clear, guys? And if lateral strain will be increase, then automatically longitudinal strain will decrease. Clear, guys? This is a very important concept. And next is Poisson ratio, which we also discussed in this video. Poisson ratio, which is denoted by mu or sometimes 1 by m, and it is nothing but the ratio of lateral strain of the body, of the member, to the longitudinal strain, So this is the concept of Poisson ratio, which is completely depends on both the strains Poisson ratio, which is denoted by mu or 1 by m, which is equal to the ratio of lateral strain of the body to the longitudinal strain of the body. So on both sides, at numerator and denominator, there is a strain. So all this ratio has no units. So we can say it has no units. Clear, guys? So this is the complete concept of longitudinal strain, lateral strain, and Poisson ratio. And one more thing which is very important, Poisson ratio will always be less than 1. Whatever the body, whatever the circumstances, it will be always less than 1. Clear, guys? If anyone feels any doubt in this video, kindly write in comment box. Definitely I'll give the answer, and I'll try to solve your all queries, all doubts as soon as. Clear, guys? Our next video will be about our next important topic or concept. Till that, goodbye. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe this channel. Thank you.